Hello everyone, welcome back to Heroes Railway Journey. Today we'll be heading to one of my favorite places in Japan, Hakone. Hakone is a hot spring resort village in Kanagawa, home to many famous sites such as Lake Ashi, the Hakone Shrine, the Wakudani Volcano, the Open Air Museum, and Tsuchi Falls. The terrain of the city is incredibly diverse and is popular for its beautiful natural scenery. The train we will ride today is the Hakone Tozan, which translates to the Hakone Mountain Climber. Another nickname for the train is the Hydrangea Train. Around mid-June, there are many different colored hydrangeas sprinkled along the line. Since the train is traveling around mountains and forests, there are many extra features needed to navigate steep inclines, sharp curves, and a constant changing environment. So let's start off and check out what features that make the Hakone Tozan so special. The Hakone Tozan connects between Odawara and Gora Station. The Hakone Tozan started operation in 1923. It still serves as a destination for many folks from Tokyo that want to escape the summer heat and into the mountains. In October 2019, Typhoon Hagibis tore through the area and the line was suspended for repairs until July of 2020. Many of the locals gathered to celebrate and cheer during its opening ceremony. Because of its steep and windy route, repairs took an extended amount of time. Since we are navigating around mountains and forests, there are a couple switchbacks on the line that need to be taken in order to allow other trains to pass through on the narrow path. There are stations on the trains that you can't get off and they only serve as switchbacks. There are many tight curves along the line as well. Some extreme curves can reach a near perpendicular angle. The Tozan is a bit shorter than most other trains in Japan in order to traverse through these curves. Each car is a length of 15 meters. In comparison, a regular Tokyo Metro car is 20 meters, and a Shinkansen car is 25 meters. And on top of that, the route can get very steep. The Hakone Tozan is the only train capable of operating at such a steep incline, hence why the train is called the Mountain Climber. And you may notice a tank of water pouring between the wheels and the tracks. This is done to prevent wear and tear on the rails, and also prevent the train from slipping on the tracks. Most trains use oil, but the Tozan uses water from the mountain and refills it at Hakone Yumoto Station. And one of the most famous parts of the line is the Dayama Bridge. And it is one of the most iconic and beautiful sights on this line. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled for it. The interior of the train can vary between cars, but no matter where you sit, you'll always get a stellar view. There are some cars with 4-seaters and trays, and others with bench seating. Now let's check out all the different sights you can see along the train line. Let's start off at Hakone Yumoto Station. Hakone Yumoto Station is where you will find many of the famous hotels and hot springs. Hakone Yumoto Shotengai is a shopping street that you can stroll along and enjoy the many restaurants and souvenir shops. And if you're a fan of Evangelion, there's a special Eva store with exclusive goods. Fun fact, Hakone is where Tokyo 3 takes place in the anime. And just a minute walk from the station is the Ajisai Bashi Bridge that overlooks the Hayakawa River. This is one of the many famous views of Hakone. I recommend this as the first thing you see when you step off the station. You can spend a whole day around this station if you'd like. I like starting my trip off at the Hakone Station Cafe, right on the platform to get your morning coffee. All around the cafe are tiny models of the different Tozan trains. Our next stop is Tonozawa Station. There's a tiny little shrine just off the platform and many hydrangeas surrounding it. It's a quaint little stop if you want to soak up the quiet atmosphere. Next is Ohiradai Station, a little old-fashioned street full of ryokans and hot springs. There are a few famous and historic Japanese-style inns in this area. Next up is Tsuchi Falls, another quiet and scenic spot, a showcase of one of the many natural, beautiful spots in Hakone. Also, you may come across random cats throughout Hakone. I want to assume they like to hang out near the hot springs because of the warm steam. Chokoku no Mori Station is where you can access the open-air art museum. This might be my favorite place to visit in Hakone. There are many amazing sculptures on a beautiful open landscape, and for the gorgeous backdrop of the mountains. There's also a world-class Picasso exhibit too. There aren't many museums that offer both art and beautiful natural scenery at the same time. This is a must visit for those visiting Hakone. And last is Gora Station. From here you can access the cable car and climb up the Wakudani Volcano. From here you can get a gorgeous view and possibly even a view of Fuji if you are lucky. And lastly, one of the most iconic spots in all of Japan is Lake Ashi. The lake was a crater formed thousands of years ago from the eruption of a volcano. Lake Ashi is home to the famous Torii Gate in the water, and right by it is the Hakone Shrine, the most famous shrine in Hakone. I came on a very misty day, which also made the area very mystical. No matter what time of year you come, it will always be gorgeous. I do want to add one more spot, and it is best accessed by bus, the Hakone Botanical Gardens of Wetlands. Hydrangeas are famous in Hakone and can see them showcased at the garden. And right nearby are the Sengoku Hara Fields, a rolling hill of pampas grass, and from here you can get another breathtaking view. So that was the Hakone Tozan line. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hakone is a must-see spot for everyone visiting Japan. Any time of year is great, but I probably recommend coming in the summer the most. Tokyo can get really hot and muggy, so a trip into the mountains is a great way to spend your day. Unfortunately, if you come to Japan in June, you may encounter the rainy season. Hakone can be a great spot to come during this time. I wouldn't really recommend coming when it's pouring, but a little drizzle and mist can add to the mysticism of the town. Hope you all liked the video, and I hope I can see you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with any other fans of Japan or rail fans you may know.